Hello, this is Keith with EveningShadowsTarot.com. We're combining both the Ouija board, and this is part of a Ouija board design. You see the goodbye and the hello. This was a design using the moth, and it was such a large Ouija board that I could only use part of it, and but it still represents the Ouija board. And I'm finding that I combine the two, I get a much stronger reading. I'm going to do a reading for you, and I hope that this will help you, and you will learn something from it. Let's see if this is for you. I never know where the cards are going to lead us. The first one is a sword, and it has to do with the knight, and he's rushing in, and he is rushing in with truth, something you've been wanting to know straight up, you haven't understood, and he's rushing to bring this to you. The next one is the magician, and the magician can manifest money, can bring you money, it can bring you a car, it can bring you things that you want. I have 4 different boards on that. If you would like to check my site out and see the different ones, and there are 4 of them. One is to manifest $100, one is for $200, and one is for, let's see, the other one is for $500, and then one for a car and one for a friend. If you're needing a real close friend, and they'll bring them to you, someone is appropriate. Where this is a page, and it has to do with coins. Again, he's holding up one coin, which means to watch your money. Be careful with your money right now. And it's so difficult during our Christmas season to be careful with money. We see things that we want to buy people or that we would like to have for ourselves. I have a friend in college, and he always bought himself several different gifts, and I said, why do you buy yourself gifts for Christmas? I never heard of that. And he said, well, I'm going to get at least one thing that I want for Christmas, and I have to pick it out myself. I thought, well, he's right. And he's had lots of good Christmases. The next one has to do with the 7 of Pentacles, and that's money. And it's telling us that take this money, let's say you start out with 1, and cultivate it. Have it work for you. And soon you'll have more coins. The next one has to do with the cup, and that's emotion. And this is the Knight, and you'll notice saying, be easy with your emotions. Right now, it's very difficult. I know people that have gotten so upset about, they're afraid we're not going to have enough food, and so they're putting back food and preparing, and they're called preppers, and I think that's wise. And I've done a little bit of that myself. They had been telling me, try to get 30 days supply of food. Then they said, well, now I get 60 days. And now, then, it was 90 days. So that was 3 months. And I thought, boy, this is getting out of hand. Well, that person was on, and now he's telling us, get a year's supply. I thought, well, I hope we can all do that. But our emotions get away with us. And so that's what that's telling us. The next one has to do, and this one comes up so often, and I'll tell you, it has such meaning for now. There are 3 wands here. This is a businessman, and he's looking out at these ships coming from foreign countries, and that certainly represents us now. We're going to be short of supplies, not because they're not off the shore, because there are 170 cargo ships, container ships, and they're some of them have 1,600 containers, some of them have 2,000 containers, and on each one, and we're waiting to get those unloaded and distributed throughout the United States. And I'm sure there are other countries that are doing the same thing. This has to do with happiness, and it's the cups, and it's 10 of cups, and the keeping emotions under control, and this is all dealing with happiness. There's a couple, and the children are playing, so that the whole family was safe and doing what they should be doing right now. Hold on to their money. The next one has to do with the fool. We're trained never to call a man a fool. And when these were designed, these cards, Pamela Coleman Smith designed these over 100 years ago. And when they were designed, the fool was considered somebody that was innocent. In other words, they hadn't learned about the world. And you'll see that he's about to step off of the cliff, and these little doggies are barking, no, 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 don't do that, watch where you're going. And he has left home, and he has a stick here, and here he has maybe his lunch in there, or maybe he has another set of clothing, and he's going on his merry way, trusting everyone, and we can't always do that. And that's why he's called a fool. He just hasn't had the experience yet to get past that. The next one has to do with Queen of Wands, and she understands both sides of every situation. And she's here, you notice she's holding one wand. The wand is a working man's tool. It can be used as a tool, say to move rocks. It can be used as a walking stick. It can be used as a weapon. For example, I always use this. You're in the forest and you're walking along this over 100 years ago, and a pack of wolves attack you, and you can fight them off with that wand. Hopefully you can fight them off. The next one is the King of Swords. He brings truth, and he has one thing. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He's telling you, watch what you're doing, be careful with your money, think before you spend. I've found that when I can't afford something is when I want it even more, and we've got to fight that. The next one are two people. They're holding cups. It's emotion, and it's showing love. So it's telling your family that the family loves each other, and the husband and the wife, and to be careful and to take care of each other. The last card is one that I don't like to get. It has to do with the tower, and lightning has struck the tower, and it's burning, and it's coming down, and people are jumping out. That shows that there's a catastrophe coming. And I'm afraid that there is a catastrophe coming. It doesn't always have to be a catastrophe, but in this case, that's what it means. Our economy is in bad shape, and we're going to need to put back money and survive, and to help each other. Houses, I say, are expensive right now, but that they're going to go down soon, and we hope that oil and our gasoline prices remain lower. And I know that I have heard in California that there's one place that was asking $7 a gallon. I think $4 a gallon is anywhere from 4 to 5 is about where it is most places. I'm from Texas, and it's we're in about the $2 range, $2.30, somewhere in there. So we hope that'll take care of all that. If you are interested in knowing more about me, you can go below this video and click on my web page, and it'll tell you about me, and that I'm my mom was Choctaw Indian. My dad was from England. His folks were from England, and so I'm a mixture of the two. And my grandmother, my mother's mother, taught me to read tarot cards. I hope this will help you. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my my site, and you'll hit that bell, and I hope that you will also leave a reply. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helped you. Thank you so much for watching.